Today we'll be going over Brock Lesnar's surprise title win, an incident with Becky Lynch, original plans for Big E, and much more Day 1 related topics. Let's start things off with the big news surrounding Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. There was a lot of Roman Reigns exposure rumors going around for almost 2 weeks now, and on the actual day of the Day 1 event, Roman confirmed the rumors that he was in fact positive. WWE announced the change to all of us extremely late in the day, but chances are that they most likely had word on Roman missing the event a few days in advance. They just kept advertising the match until the very last second to, of course, benefit from the hype before telling us that the match is off. The Roman Reigns news is absolutely tragic. Everyone knows about his underlying conditions, how serious he takes the entire thing. Of course, that's why he left WWE during the peak of everything in 2020. So it's absolutely devastating to see this happen to him. But as WWE indicated, the show must go on. So, with the Universal title match being cancelled, Brock Lesnar was placed into Raw's WWE Championship match, making it a fatal 5-way. During a backstage interview, Brock Lesnar still referred to Paul Heyman as his advocate, and reminded the audience that his inclusion into the WWE title match is possible because of his free agent status. And remember that, because we'll revisit his free agent status for another theory later on. But Brock Lesnar truly is a free agent after all, so you can't really complain about his inclusion here. And now, here's where things get absolutely chaotic and leave us with so many questions. Brock Lesnar wins the WWE title, pushing him more over to the Raw brand and basically, we assume, ending his story with Roman. Where things get even more bizarre is with a graphic that WWE on Fox Twitter account tweeted out. The graphic had all of Day 1's match outcomes, and for the WWE title match graphic, they had Big E as the winner. So what that basically tells us is that had Roman vs. Brock taken place at Day 1, Big E would still be champion right now, and maybe Brock Lesnar would have actually dethroned Roman Reigns for the Universal title. WWE had a big payoff in mind for the entire Paul Heyman situation at Day 1. Reports said multiple times that all three men, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, and Roman Reigns, needed to be on the show for this moment to happen. Maybe the moment would have been Heyman officially helping Brock and linking back up with him. But whatever it was seemed to be cancelled. So Roman's absence at Day 1 seems to have flipped the entire WWE scene upside down and has fans trying to predict the WrestleMania card. The big moment during the Fatal 5-Way was all of the interactions we saw between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. It's been a long time coming to see these two go at it, and Roman's absence allowed us to finally see that take place. But go back and watch the closing moments of that match. The camera goes back and forth with a stare down between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, which of course made it feel like they were teasing something here. So now, with Roman and Brock holding both world titles, maybe they no longer meet at WrestleMania now. Maybe Raw's WrestleMania main event will be Brock Lesnar vs. Bobby Lashley, and SmackDown's WrestleMania main event will be Roman Reigns vs. Drew McIntyre. Going back to Brock's free agent status, that means he can still technically appear on SmackDown. What if Brock continues his story with Roman Reigns as WWE champion over on SmackDown? Fans have been throwing around the idea of a winner-takes-all, world champion versus world champion WrestleMania main event between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Even throw in someone extra maybe, like a Royal Rumble winner such as Bobby Lashley. So a triple threat match where the winner takes both WWE world titles. This is an idea we briefly discussed over the past few years, but if Roman is serious about being WWE's one and only top star, what if he did have this arc where he wants all the world titles? He doesn't want there to be another world champion out there at all. He wants all the gold. That sort of idea seems like it would fit Roman's overall character. So this single absence by Roman Reigns definitely looks like it made WWE take a huge shift in all of their plans. Big E lost his WWE title because of this absence by Roman Reigns. but Roman might have saved his own title reign with his absence. So it's definitely weird. Hopefully we don't leave the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns story on a cliffhanger like that. Hopefully we get some sort of form of closure for that storyline in the near future. Next up is a couple of stories with Becky Lynch coming out of day one. First off is the closing moments of the title match between Becky and Liv. Fans were quick to notice a possible huge botch here in the closing moments of the match. Becky slams Liv Morgan down to the mat and goes for the pin. While Becky was pinning Liv, she tried to put her legs on the ropes for a dirty pin, but Becky's legs didn't reach the ropes, basically making it a regular pin on Liv Morgan. Fans were discussing that too. Maybe the plan was for Becky to get her legs on the rope, so that Liv still looks respectable in defeat, but Becky wasn't able to get that done. So of course, the question now is, where do they take Liv Morgan from here? WWE Day 1 also featured the highly unexpected return of Beth Phoenix. It looks like all the rumors of Beth leaving NXT for this WrestleMania season program turned out to be true. Everyone now expects to see that mixed tag team match between The Miz and Maurice vs. Edge and Beth Phoenix sometime in the near future, possibly even at WrestleMania itself. It's not the first time Beth has returned for WrestleMania season. She also had a great run back in 2019, but the other question with Beth is if she'll stick around for other matches outside of the Miz and Maurice feud. It was Becky Lynch who called Beth out on Twitter following her Day 1 return. Becky took to Twitter to say to Beth, quote, "So, wanna fight sometime?" End quote. It's not the first time Becky Lynch has called Beth out either. She's been wanting a match with her for a long time now. And yes, Beth is busy with The Miz and Maurice, but she is back after all, so maybe there's a slim chance we do get to see Becky and Beth cross paths in the future. With WrestleMania season officially back in play, it's also important to look at possible WrestleMania opponents for Becky Lynch. Even though Becky wants Beth, that might not happen at WrestleMania. So, who else is there? Well, fans feel like Bianca Belair is a good name to throw into conversation. Bianca is still up for revenge on Becky for what happened at SummerSlam. So what better way to get that revenge than by defeating Becky at WrestleMania? Maybe even a returning Asuka. Everyone remembers the emotional moment that Becky and Asuka shared back in 2020 when Becky handed the title to Asuka. So what if the two of them actually have a full feud for that same exact title that they once exchanged a few years ago? Maybe even the returning Alexa Bliss. We talked about that potential matchup a few times already. Tons of history there, and that could be interesting as well. So we'll have to see what WWE has in store for Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. But what are your thoughts on all of today's stories? Are you happy with Brock Lesnar's title win, and what did you think about Becky's challenge to Beth Phoenix? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.